Family, welcome to Hip Hop Master. Today in Hip Hop History, the Jadakiss story by Juvenile. Jadakiss, real name Jason Jerome Phillips, was born in 1975 in a small town called Yonkers, New York. At the age of 12, he began participating in freestyle competitions around the city. Although young Jason wasn't taking these competitions seriously, several people connected to the industry noticed that he showed a lot of promise. In 1994, Jadakiss, along with his best friends Sheek Louch and Styles P, organized a group called the Warlocks. They made their first appearance on the main Sources track, Set It Off. The trio got a contract with Bad Boy Entertainment, where they were advised to change their name to Locks, living off experience. Thanks to their talent, the team caught the attention of Notorious Big, who showed special interest in Jadakiss and helped him develop as an artist, as he was impressed by Jason's ability with puns. Big even offered him to record some songs for Cease's new album, but tragically, with his death, those plans never came to fruition. As a tribute to the influence that Notorious Big had on them and the world of hip-hop as a whole, the Locks recorded their multi-platinum track, We'll Always Love Big Papa, which is probably their most famous single to date. Their first album was released on Bad Boy Records and was titled Money, Power, Respect. Despite the album's success, Locks were unhappy with the general feel that Puffy's output had, as they felt he was too aimed at a mainstream audience, so they left the company. However, even though they left Bad Boy Records, the group's publishing contracts were still owned by P. Diddy, as they continued to fight over royalties and debts until 2005. Afterwards, Jadakiss signed with Rough Riders and released his first solo album, Kiss the Game Goodbye, 2001. Despite the fact that the album featured collaborations with Snoop Dogg and Swizz Beatz, it was torn apart by critics claiming that most of the songs seemed unoriginal and uninspired. Jadakiss accepted the criticism, blaming Puffy's approach as the reason. 2003 marked the founding of D-Block Records, created by the members of Locks, Jadakiss, Styles P and Sheek Louch, and joined by Super Mario, Team Arliss and J-Hood. The label remains active today and has contributed to everyone's success. The members. He also had many collaborations with Jay-Z's Rockefeller Records, which Jadakiss joined later in his career. His second album, Kiss of Death, was released in 2004. During its production, Jadakiss heard from fans stating that he hadn't demonstrated enough individuality in his lyrics. In response to these messages, he recorded the single, Why?, where the artist touched on issues that bothered him most, which resulted in a major scandal with the media, as in one of the lines in which Jadakiss blamed Bush for 9/11. Another single that proved successful was a love song that resulted from his collaboration with Mariah Carey, You Make Me Wanna. As a result, the album achieved platinum status, proving that Jadakiss had what it took to achieve acclaim as a solo artist. In 2007, Jadakiss finally managed to join Rockefeller, and there he released his third album, The Last Kiss, 2009, under the Def Jam label. Despite some weak points, the album, overall, is probably the strongest in the artist's career. Singles like Can't Stop Me and Letter to Big, included on the soundtrack to the movie Notorious, were both fantastically written and delivered. Their latest album to date was released in 2015 and is titled Top 5 Dead or Alive. With nearly 28 years of rapping under his belt, Jadakiss has cemented his place at the top of the hip-hop industry. He has proven that he is a great MC who can produce high-quality albums and diverse content while still remaining himself. And not only was the hip-hop world reminded of the breadth and depth of the Locks' 20-year catalog of music, but it was also reminded of how cool, steady, and chilled the so-called Jadakiss is as an authentic exponent of the art of rap. Peace and love. Family, follow my page, comment, share, subscribe my channel. Family, I ask for your support for the growth of the page. PayPal email, jkamus@gmail.com. One love, family. Salute.